everywhere, GBS.
And a very good morning to you. Thank you for joining us on GBS Morning Extra. My name is Timothy Omondi. It is the 11th day of the month of September 2019, and we're glad that you've joined us today. And as always, to keep the conversation going, let's do it on Twitter. Our hashtag is at #GBS Morning Extra. Our Twitter handle is at KenyaGBS. Today we start with matters in the education sector, where as the crisis continues to deteriorate within the Kenya National Union of Teachers Union, some of the party's 20 chief secretaries announced their support to the embattled or controversial Secretary General Wilson Sossion. Sossion, a survivor of the coup, has stepped up his fight against the teachers' employer, the Teachers Service Commission.
That teachers are more united under the leadership of the Secretary General, who was duly elected constitutionally during the annual delegates conference. It is our belief that teachers will continue to offer that support the way it is being expressed by the leaders here, so that we can achieve what is before us.
I'm sure if union dues were paid and teachers paid their CBA, we would not be in this mess. Absolutely. We would not be in this mess. So really, and I'm happy with this realization that it's coming from elsewhere. Why did TSC stop remitting union dues for 2 months? Do you want to believe it's a computer technical error? No. It's deliberate.
Now, moving on to other matters, the Kiharu Member of Parliament, Ndindi Nyoro, was yesterday released from jail. According to the Murang'a Senator Irungu Kang'ata, the legislator is safe and no charges will be preferred against him. Nyoro was apprehended by anti-riot police at the ACK St. James Cathedral, where he was recording live a Kamame TV program. Well, and indeed this is a story that has hit the headlines and has been the talk of town ever since the incident happened on Sunday. And questions have been raised of the conduct of members of parliament, and especially those in the Jubilee Alliance, and whether they feel that they are more superior or should be given more preference than other MPs from other parties. But that aside, as we continue the same story, the defiant Kiharu Member of Parliament, Ndindi Nyoro, has accused the Interior Cabinet Secretary and his Fred Matiang'i and his Permanent Secretary Karanja Kibicho of misusing their power to intimidate him for political gains. Ndindi claims that he has been receiving threats alongside his counterpart, Kandara Member of Parliament Alice Wahome, for supporting the Deputy President William Ruto.
Polisi wetu katika siasa. Mimi niliwasikiza jana, very professional. In fact, the guy alikuwa kando yangu ni mtu hata nilikuwa nasikia akisema ako na master's degree. So I know ni watu wanatii sheria. Tusiwatumie kwa njia mbaya. Na pia nashukuru raia kwa sababu mimi natoka Kiharu. Kiharu is where Matiba was MP. Na Matiba alikuwa anasema let the people decide. Sure. Mimi watu wa Kiharu wakiniambia kazi yangu imeisha, nitashukuru Mungu niseme asanti kwa nafasi. Lakini sitaitikia intimidation. Na niko hapa koti, kama kuna mtu ako na mashtaka, I am ready to say the whole story because I know from my heart is clean. I am only pleading with them. Mimi ni kijana na mimi ni kiongozi. Tafadhali, let no one think of harming me because I know there are those plans. Jana tukienda tulikuwa na report and it's good I clarify kwa sababu ni maisha yangu. Kwa nini nilikuwa natolewa Murang'a nipelekwe Kamukoji? Because we also have police officers who are our friends. Na walikuwa wametueleza bahali nilikuwa nipelekwe katika cell kulikuwa na 2 people. And we know this and we can substantiate. 2 people ambao walikuwa wamepatikana na makosa ya juu sana. Nilikuwa nipelekwe hapo na haikuwa kwa nia mzuri.
Well, very strong allegations they are laid by the Member of Parliament. Moving away from that, but still on matters political, the international footballer McNaughton Mariga has suffered a major setback after the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission invalidated his candidature for the Kibera by-election because he is not a registered voter. IEBC's returning officer in Kibera late on Tuesday nullified the Jubilee aspirants who had hoped to win the November 7th by-election. Mariga, who remained quiet all through, was accompanied by Lang'ata MP Nick Korir, former legislator Boni Halwale, and nominated Nairobi County Assembly member Ann Thumbi, who was allegedly a lover of the former MP for Kibera Kianokot.
And the primary document at this level that we use to verify the registration status of any person of the aspirants who have been coming here is our national register. And as we talk now, Mariga's details cannot be found in our register. And therefore, I cannot nominate him. He stands invalidated.
Now, moving on to another controversial issue, the Mao issue. Environment Cabinet Secretary Keriako Tobiko found himself in hot soup when he appeared before the Parliamentary Committee on Lands to answer queries about the Mao eviction. Tempers flared in the session when Tobiko was forced to withdraw a statement he had made earlier on the invalidity of fake titles, referring to the documents as pieces of paper. Adding their voice to the earlier emotive matter, Senators Kipchumba Murkomen, Elgeyo Marakwet, Samson Cherangei of Nandi, Aaron Cheruiyot of Kericho, and Belgut MP Nelson Koech on Tuesday accused Mr. Tobiko of arrogance, adding that the matter would not end well unless President Uhuru Kenyatta himself gives his position.
Yes, we have to resettle our people. We have to compensate them either of the way we usually be doing on the issues of dams. Anytime we want to do a construction of dam, we take people to do the mapping. We see how many people are going to be affected. Then we allocate funds. They are then compensated, or they are even resettled. Then the exercise of the government goes back. But don't tell us that you have no heart, but you're present to see women and the children suffering. That will not happen. Thank you.
There cannot be in the Constitution, in the law, the right to compensate for a fraudulent, illegal title.
Chair, that is where, Chair, 1 minute, Chair. Chair, that is why the CS did not answer my first question.
Hilary, just hold on.
No.
CS, just wait, Hilary, just wait.
Yeah.
CS, I just want to concur with what Mheshimiwa Hilary is talking about.
Yes.
Kindly try to educate us
No.
in terms of the nullification or revocation of a title. Things stand now, these 700 plus, they are holding titles. Purported illegal titles.
Yes.
But they are not being revoked.
Yes.
Are they being revoked?
You don't actually need to revoke a title.
You have to revoke
themselves.
They are pieces of, let me just, I didn't want to. They are pieces of paper.
Who has
in
proven that
law.
also? They have to be proved by a court of law.
Read Article 40.
No, it has to be proved by a court of law. You don't just wake up and declare titles here.
Just hold on.
This guy is not a court of law.
No,
you cannot just throw words here. We will keep us unachezewa hapa bwana. We deal with the issue of titles correctly. We were going on well. Don't believe we are sitting on parliament.
No, title deed cannot be papers.
No, Charity.
Don't believe.
Excuse me,
I wanted to request if you could ask the CS to withdraw his standpoint position of no compensation, because he does not have that legal backing. It is not him to decide whether there's no compensation or if there will be compensation. It is up to Parliament, which this committee represents, Chair.
Chairman,
Thank you. No.
Well, very heated there, and we hope that the Mao issue be settled. And the matter has been hotly contested or debated in and out of Parliament. And this is a matter that has actually drawn a lot of attention and has been almost turned into political, as much as it is claimed to be an environmental issue or seen to be an environmental issue. We move on to Kisumu County now. There was fracas at the Kisumu County Assembly on Tuesday as MCAs sought to pick a new speaker following Onyango Olo's mentioning in the Lake Basin Mall case. MCAs picked North Kisumu Ward Representative Elisha Oraro as the new speaker, which led to a commotion from a section of members who were dissatisfied. The DPP last Friday called for the prosecution of Olo over graft claims. Olo is accused of receiving a 17 million Kenya shillings bribe to authorize irregularities in the building of the mall, which led to the inflation of the cost from 2.1 billion to 4.1 billion Kenya shillings. Olo denied the charges when he appeared at the Milimani Law Courts on Monday. Some MCAs who sought anonymity said that they had a go-ahead from the ODM to select Oraro as the acting speaker. Well, away from that, we cross over to the central part of Kenya, where addressing a press conference after a session in Kirinyaga, the Kirinyaga County Governor, Anne Waiguru, said that she was pleased with the MCA's decision to reject the Punguza Mzigo bill. She said it was not favorable to residents, nor was it good for women. Last week, Uasin Gishu County passed the bill. Uasin Gishu County Assembly Speaker David Kiplagat confirmed that the county has passed the bill and would forward the resolutions to the Speaker of both the National Assembly and the Senate. Waiguru said that the bill has no interest on the people of Kirinyaga County.
Discussions with the Assembly, and had discussions with many people, enlightening them on the importance of ensuring that it does not pass, and waiting until we have the initiative of the BBI, which we think will be taking cognizance of the things that we're very concerned about. I would say, as an example, one of the areas that were being reduced, as I've said, is women positions. The second issue was the issue of the reduction of our representation in terms of the constituencies, where you only have, from now on, 4 constituencies, which we're expecting to get 5, we have 2 representatives. And that completely disregards our numbers as Kirinyaga people, and therefore making us nullifying the one of the key principles in democracy, which is the equality of representation, where we say that equal number of people are represented by equal number of persons in the National Assembly. So we're very pleased, and I just want to congratulate the County Assembly for heeding that call and being one of the first counties in this region to refuse it. And we will wait and ensure that whatever proposals that are put forward to amend the constitution are in read, looked at the bill, had caucuses, and finally had a decision that they should not let it pass because it's not in the interest of Kirinyaga.
Well, from Central Province, we cross over now to Isiolo County, where the County Commissioner Joseph Kanyiri has ordered that residents in possession of illegal firearms to hand them over to the police. The government, through an initiative with stakeholders, have been carrying out activities to encourage residents in the northern part of the nation to surrender any illegally acquired firearms.
Sijui ni mimi peke yangu naona hatari ya hizi bunduki haramu au pia viongozi wanaliona hili swala hivyo. Wengi twanyamaza tu. Wengi hatutaki kulizungumzia hili. Sijui tuogopa kupoteza umahiri, mimi siogopi. Itakuwa vizuri tuhamasishe wananchi kwamba bunduki haramu zina hasara kubwa kwa hii county. Mwanzo twategemea buga za wanyama, twategemea mahoteli, twategemea wekezaji kutoka nje waje wekeze hapa. Ikiwa kutakuwa na visa ambavyo uhalifu umetokea na bunduki zikatumika, basi utakuta wekezaji watakosa imani na hii county. Manake wengine wakishika bunduki wanakuwa mnyama wabaya kuliko nyani mwituni. Itakuwa vizuri bunduki hizi zisalimishwe kwa serikali. Lakini ikiwa kijiji chochote kinahifadhi wahalifu, tufuate nyayo ziingie kijiji fulani. Tutafanyia hicho kijiji operesheni, tutachukua bunduki zile tutakazozipata kwa hicho kijiji.
Well, away from that now to some business matters, where the Kenya Commercial Bank has contracted a deal with Japan-based giant lender Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation, the SMBC, to drive international trade and increase financial services. The contract between the two large banks in the areas, signed in Yokohama, will see the two lenders enlarge their financial contributions provided to consumers in both East Africa and Japan. In regards to the agreement, KCB will offer banking services, including banking accounts and cash investment, trade sanctions, export credit agency, finance, and treasury-related products to buyers introduced by the SMBC to KCB. And crossing borders now, beg your pardon, to South Sudan, where the leader of the South Sudan People's Liberation Movement in opposition, Riek Machar, met with his Sudan President counterpart Salva Kiir in the country's capital, Juba, in a move described as a commitment to peace. Machar arrived late morning to a red carpet welcome aboard the same flight with a delegation from Sudan's governing council and opposition from Sudan. The early evening closed-door meeting comes as deadline of the extended pre-transitional period of 12th November is soon approaching, and the parties are expected to form a revitalization government of national unity. The long-awaited face-to-face meeting saw the two leaders warmly acknowledge each other before the start of the meeting. Present at the meeting were various representatives of the opposition and the government. The Machar-Kiir face-to-face meeting is geared at moving forward the implementation of the South Sudan's peace talks.
Dr. Riek Machar today arrived in Juba, and that is a sign of commitment to peace. This evening, our meeting concentrated on security arrangements because it's one of the fundamental provisions of this agreement. And we deliberated on how we can fast track so that the necessary forces of 83,000 will be realized before 11th of November. Yes, we do have challenges, and we pray that we overcome those challenges.
Well, we are from South Sudan. We do hope that actual peace, real peace, will be restored in South Sudan. As you know, the country has not witnessed peace since their liberation from Sudan, and it has always been, botched peace deals every now and then. But then we hope that this time that the formation of the revitalization government of national unity will enable them to form a transitional government that will, of course, allow them to go back to the ballot and elect a leader, and that will return in Africa's youngest state. Well, from that we do take a short break now, but when we come back today in the studio, I'm joined again by Rokin Okot, who is a good friend of ours. Karibu sana Rokin.
Asante sana.
Well, some of the matters that we'll be discussing today, of course, not forgetting the Mariga issue. We know, and it is out there now, that the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission denied Mariga a chance to vie for the seat in Kibera, but they are working on that. A team from the Jubilee side is working on that. They have 7 days to appeal the decision.
Sure. They were given 7 days by the IBC.
Yeah.
Which they are supposed to go to the IBC, and either if they have disputes with the decision of the IBC, they can go to the IBC tribunal to be helped.
To be helped.
Yeah.
Actually, before the November elections are here. So we do hope that that will also be resolved. And also we would like to take a look at this issue of the embattled MP, Nyoro Ndindi. Kind of defiant, I would say. And these young MPs, I would say, that are coming up and very, for lack of words, their approach to matters seem to be very aggressive and somewhat, at some point, violent. We saw what happened during the weekend, and even during the arrest, we saw that there was unrest in the streets, and people burning tires, people engaging police in gunning battles in the street. And we want to look at that. Also, we are expecting some guests in the studio also who will help us to discuss the Punguza Mzigo initiative. As we've seen, it's gaining momentum, of course. It's going through different county assemblies, and yesterday we saw the Kirinyaga discuss it, but although they threw it out, but then we've seen county assemblies that have also embraced it and are gearing themselves to forward their findings to the Senate and the Parliament and the National Assembly, respectively. Well, we take a short break now. When we come back, we delve into that discussion. Don't go away. GBS Morning Extra is here. You can watch us on Facebook and YouTube. You can also keep the conversation going on our Twitter handle. That's Kenya GBS, and also our hashtag is #GBS Morning Extra.